hello from Impact Speedfest here in Bangkok, Thailand. This is a 60-hour car event. Yes, you heard that correctly. 60 hours straight over 3 days. This event was made to celebrate everything that is Thai car culture, from this crazy stuff that you see behind me to wide-body exotics, classic JDM cars, retro European cars. This one is my personal favorite. I'm not biased or anything, but even the more weird and unique stuff like racing boats and turbo rice tractors. This is the first annual Impact Speedfest, but I'm sure it's going to go on for many years to come. And the whole goal of this event is to be the biggest and best automotive and motorsports festival in Southeast Asia. And today, I'm giving you a tour, a full tour of the first annual Impact Speedfest. Let's go. Man, it feels good to be back in Thailand. So for no particular reason, we're gonna start this video here at the Liberty Walk booth, aka Infinite Motorsports, where they have an entire crew of Liberty Walk silhouette cars. These things are insane. My personal favorite is Hing's RX-7. Hing has owned this car for many years. It used to be a Veal-side car, like what you saw in Tokyo Drift, and he recently converted it to this Liberty Walk kit, and I love the color spec. You have the S15 Sylvia, which is owned by my buddy Oat. You also have a red R34 Skyline, which is pretty crazy, and this R32. I saw it earlier when it had its wheels on it. Did someone steal the wheels? I don't know. I think it's just on display like this. Despite personally owning a wide body car, this has never really been my style. I've always been more of like an OEM plus, like front lip, wheels and drop type of guy. But occasionally I see a wide body car like this Cayman with the old versus new kit with this really nice livery on it that truly makes me really actually like wide body cars. Over here, you have some more Liberty Walk cars, and including a Huracan. These Huracans in Thailand, it's like $1 million for a Huracan here. Mark V Supra, of course, those are crazy money here as well, 150,000 US dollars. And another Liberty Walk car, wide body R35. But of course, my favorite one is Cream Pie, which is in the house today. I landed here in Bangkok just a couple days ago, immediately went down to Pattaya, picked it up, and brought it to Bangkok for Impact Speedfest.
That was music to my ears.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Across from Cream Pie, you have all this crazy stuff. Later tonight, this is the party zone. This is where the party goes down with this trio of trucks that have the entire bed lined with subwoofers, and they're just blasting music at an uncomfortable level. And this is kind of like the real local, true, like redneck style Thai car culture that I personally enjoy because of how weird and unique it is. I've said over and over again in these videos that mini trucking is alive and well here in Thailand, and it's absolutely awesome. I grew up reading Mini Trucking magazine, and it's so cool to see stuff like this still existing in Thailand. And of course, what would Thailand be without a tuk-tuk? This is a crazy customized tuk-tuk, which includes subwoofers underneath the rear seat. So when you're ripping through central Bangkok in Sukhumvit, your butthole vibrates from the bass. It's absolutely amazing. Also, it has a customized engine with a painted valve cover and a tubular header. It's super cool. Behind it, you have something that is very local, and this is like super Thai redneck. Basically what this is it's not even a car. It's a custom chassis that they build out in the provinces, and then they slap a tractor engine on it. And of course, a set of fake T-37s. And they use this to transport farm equipment, small farm equipment, like this rice tractor around like the countryside. And of course, this rice tractor is modified with like titanium exhaust. Crazy, only in Thailand. Also, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might recognize this truck. I occasionally attend an event called Truck Fest, and it's all like big trucks. It's like a big truck car show and 8th Mile no prep drag race for like big trucks. And me and Kyle from 1320 Video rode in this truck down the drag strip. And it is shockingly fast for its size. Like this thing is faster. Like if you're running around America in a single cam Civic, this truck would dust you from a stoplight. It's shockingly fast. The interior is super modified. The engine actually comes out of a larger style truck, kind of something like this, but they swapped it into this smaller truck. And also, the guy that drives this thing is a total maniac. He does massive burnouts at the track. And it's so strange to see a truck this size doing such a huge burnout. By the way, speaking of this truck, you see how massive this thing is? And this is what he's hauling? Like, bro, you have to be joking. Like, this guy is 100% trolling. But I absolutely love these trucks. One thing that's so fascinating about them is the amount of mirrors. Like, this is something everyone comments on about these trucks, is the amount of mirrors they put on them. And it's like, how many mirrors do you want, bro? Yes, all of them, all of them. But this is my favorite truck here, and the reason why is because what's on the back. And it's not a tiny bicycle. It is a fully customized twin compound turbo rice tractor that has been heavily modified. I've made videos about these tractors before, attending some of their events where they have like tractor shows and tractor races. And this is just something that like, you're not going to see this anywhere else in the world than Thailand. And it's just so freaking weird. And I love it so freaking much. See, this looks like just a giant wall of subwoofers, right? Wrong. It's actually 3 pickup trucks where the bed of each truck is fully lined with subwoofers. And they flip them all up together and they all hook up to the same audio system. And this, I was here last night. It's just a giant party. But I didn't film last night because there was a massive rainstorm that came in. You have to remember, this is rainy season here in Thailand and we are outside. So I'm trying to get this video shot as quickly as possible before the monsoon comes. Last night, we were flooded with like a foot deep of water. These things are super cool as well. If you've ever been to Pattaya, Thailand, you know what a bot bus is. Basically, they're trucks, and in the bed of the truck, there's seats there where you can flag the truck down, pay the driver a very small fee, normally about 30 cents, and you can jump in the back of the truck, and it'll take you all around the city. This is the same concept. They're like a public transport truck, but the back of these are crazy modified with like racing seats and subwoofers and like Kirky aluminum race seats. These things are insane, and once again, something you're only going to see in Thailand. Like, dude, I don't know if I would really want to be like, you know, just strolling down the street in this thing, like, hey, take me to the bar, and it's just covered in subwoofers here. This thing, bro, crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd actually want to be in one of those. Next to Cream Pie is this E92 BMW. It's like a full race car. I think this is the E92. I would actually love to know what engine's in this car. It's very rare you see these turned into race cars here in Thailand. Of course, the Safiro. I really, really like this Evo 5. Very, very, very clean car. You're gonna notice the plate here. These cars came from Malaysia. Mark V Supra. And this Rocket Bunny, I think this is a Rocket Bunny Ford Escort, if I'm not mistaken. This is a very popular car in Malaysia. Like, this car is very famous in Malaysia, and it's super cool. Despite it being pink, I really like it. Like, this thing is super cool. It's my Rocket Bunny tandem brother. Man, there's a lot going on at this event. There's drift expedition, gymkhana, parade laps. Like, there's a lot going on. Like, expect this to be a very long video because there's so much to film. As long as the weather holds out for us. this mini truck, dude. I love this mini truck. Eventually, I'm gonna break down and eventually build a mini truck here. It has to happen. This one is one of my favorites because it really combines like the classic mini trucking style with like a JDM flavor with the work wheels. It's very nice. Volk wheels, not work wheels. My bad. Look at this. I'm actually curious if this is actually a Mercedes or it's like a truck chassis that they put a Mercedes body on. I'm not sure. Now, another one of the most famous mini trucks here in Thailand is this B2200. Super clean. Very classic, like 90s, 2000 mini trucking style. I don't know if you can see, but its license plate frame says 90s lover. This is something that has become very common here in Thailand, is 90s style builds. And one of the most popular ones is this Civic Coupe. Look at this. Like straight up Fast and Furious style. All straight up 90s style graphics. It's amazing. I hope you can hear me. I am using an external mic for this video because the volume of the speakers here, look at the exhaust system on the back of this Civic. Crazy. Also, I love the taillights. So this is super cool. You have an entire lineup of very rare, very expensive, fully restored GTRs. Most of these came from my friend's shop called Sky Gallery, where they restore Skylines to like better than new condition. They do like full frame off restorations on Skylines here in Bangkok, like people do 69 Camaros back in the US. And then on the complete opposite side of this lineup, you have stuff like this. So this is a Toyota Crown from 1967 that is slammed on air ride and dog dish wheels. And it is just so incredibly cool. Like, I would love to cruise down Pattaya Beach Road in this thing. Like, that is a cool little wagon. Also next to that, check this out, Charger RT 440 Magnum. And then over here, you have some racing small CC motorbikes. This is what I was saying. This event, unlike other events in Thailand, celebrates everything that is Thai car culture, including 150cc two-stroke drag bikes. Next to the little two-stroke bikes, you have some Harleys. These are very obvious new Harleys that have been heavily modified as like cruiser bikes, right? They're really, really nice. I'm not a Harley guy, but I can appreciate them. And then next to that, you have a bunch of vintage Harleys. Now, I've seen some of these bikes at the Bangkok Hot Rod Show. And while I don't know anything about these bikes, I've had a few people in the comments tell me that these things are worth insane money. And again, me not knowing much about motorcycles, I do know that this particular Ducati is something that's extremely rare and very, very expensive. One of my friends that he's a big bike guy, like he's big into like these type of motorcycles, told me that this is basically like a MotoGP race bike for the street. And it's like so crazy and so dangerous that they stopped making them. But look at this. How cute and adorable is this? It's like matching. Is this a 50cc? Is that what that is, 50cc? Man, that is cool. Some more custom Harleys. Oh, best performance design at the Bangkok Hot Rod Custom Show 2024. Wow. That is a cool bike. Look at the tank. Man, that is nice. Now, you thought my BMW, the BMW that I drive, is small. This is a small BMW. The BMW Isetta. I've actually sat in one of these before. Believe it or not, I do fit. Look at this. Look at this Datsun Z. This thing is so incredibly clean. Oh my God. And I love the color. These cars in Thailand are insane money. Like this particular car here would probably sell for 100 to 125,000 US dollars. Crazy, but it is a nice car. It's like full restoration. Look at this Hilux. So this Hilux and the one next to it is from the guys at ECU Shop. They partner with Toyota to build like custom Hiluxes. This one, the red one, is wild. Look at the twin turbos sticking out of the hood. Crazy build. And then the white one next to it is like a show truck that's like stance, kind of JDM style with a big brake kit. Very clean truck. By the way, check out the Tofuya fuel station here. Earlier when I first got here, I couldn't help myself. I had to jump in cream pie and drive over here and park at the Tofuya fuel station where my buddy King was parked as well. He has a new livery on a Civic, Burger King. His name's King, K-E-N-G. It's like the perfect livery for his car. We have some, by the way, we have some very special guests at this event that have flown in from all around the world, including Mr. Dino. What's up? Welcome, welcome. How's your ankle? Is your ankle
Still a little bit warm.
still a little bit warm?
Not so much hair as it used to be.
Showing Dino my car, and I was like, by the way, it's got side exit exhaust, and I revved the crap out of it.
9,000 RPM.
Yeah, and it shot a big flame out and burnt his ankle. Sorry about that. Is that real? It's real? How much is that worth?
Tens of millions. I don't know what they go for these days, but it's ridiculous.
And look at how it came here.
Yeah.
Not
Any
in
other
it.
country would be like covered.
Correct. Like my friends in America won't even transport their Civic on an exposed trailer. They're like enclosed only.
Not just in rain, like the Thai type of rain.
Oh my God. Wow. So Dino was saying this car is worth like $10 million. Honestly, I have no idea. This is out of my wheelhouse of knowledge. I know it's very rare, very, very rare and very expensive. If you know what these cars generally sell for, leave me a comment below so I know. But definitely did not expect to see this here. And definitely did not expect to see it arrive on an open slide truck, like not even in an enclosed trailer. That's crazy. The gull wing doors, of course, the legendary gull wing doors. It's what made this car so incredibly special back in the day. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but every time I see a car like this that is worth this amount of money, I just have this desire that I just want to ride in it and fart in the passenger seat. Like being able to say you farted in the seat of a $10 million car would be truly priceless. Like, I don't even want to own it. I just want to fart in the passenger seat. If you own this car and I ask you for a ride, say no. And then behind me, you have like a sea of Porsche 911 RWB cars. Thailand has one of the biggest, like, tightest knit community of RWB 911s in the world. These guys were parked over here earlier when I was shooting a lot of my B-roll, but they've migrated over to this area and they're really tightly packed. You know, but the thing is about these cars is a lot of people give them a lot of hate, especially in the US. But here in Thailand, the guys that own these cars, they take them to track days. Like they actually track them. And they take them on massive road trips across the country. They really use these cars. In Thailand, RWB 911s are not show cars that go to Cars and Coffee. They're wide-body 911s that actually get driven. And I respect them for that. And next to the RWBs, you have this section over here that's just like all these like classic 70s cars, like Datsuns and Toyotas and a couple really nice Skylines. This one Skyline that's like, it's a very unique color. It's my personal favorite. But these are some really, really nice cars. That's one thing that's common in Thailand, is specifically the Corollas. These retro Corollas, like really nice ones that are fully restored, are very popular here. What's up, brother? You like my shirt?
Nice t-shirt.
We match.
Very nice.
Are you drifting today?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, what time? 4?
4, yes.
Okay, see you then.
Yes.
My buddy from Drive to Drift, representing today, he drives an insane R33 Skyline drift car, like full carbon body 1,000 plus horsepower 2JZ Skyline drift car. Yeah, and I shot my intro here with the entire crew of the replica cars from the movie Cars. And all of these are built by a shop down in Chonburi called PS Modify. And they started off with one originally. And once again, it was for my good buddy Hing of Hing's Garage. And obviously they built multiple ones since then. So basically what we've done is we've made a loop around this entire event here. This Evo that's rolling in, this Rally Red Evo 8, is really, really nice. I've seen this car at quite a few events. In the US, most Rally Red Evos are like pink at this point. That's like bright, fresh Rally Red paint with black RPF 1s, freshly refinished red Brembo brakes, and it's just such a good classic combo. Look at these guys. Sick. This whole massive section here is nothing but like the vendor section. It's all vendors. There's some very nice cars on display. But before we head in there and check that out, I want to show you this section of the event here. Sitting out front, look at these three monsters. Oh, it's the Be Quick girls. Hello, Swadee Kap. Oh, they almost tripped over that. I definitely would have got that on camera and laughed at them. Anyway, the Hummer, the H1. It's like a H1 truck. That's pretty crazy. And next to that, G-Wagon Squared. Let's head in here, check out some of the cars that are on display here. This section of the event is more like race cars and race theme cars. Now I'm gonna show you something here that's actually really interesting. When I was here last night, I saw this with a couple friends of mine and they were completely shocked. What's up, dude? Nice. They were completely shocked to see this here. Yes, it's a BMW M1, but no, it's not real. It's not even a car. This is not a car. I'm gonna let those words soak into your brain. This is a one-to-one replica of a BMW M1 race car. And you can see this at Three Crowns Cafe in Bangkok. Three Crowns is a BMW race shop. They build BMW like track cars. And they have a car cafe where they have this on display. So you can go there and get a Thai milk tea or get some coffee and hang out. It's actually a cool place. If you ever find yourself into Bangkok, especially if you're into BMWs, I highly recommend you visit Three Crowns Cafe. Three Crowns Racing Cafe. Yeah, that's it. Now, this is also on display at Three Crowns Cafe, and this is a legit proper car. And I just can't believe how slammed this thing is. I mean, I know back in the day with these race cars, they did sit that low, and they were proper race cars. Southeast Asian Touring Car Zone Challenge 1996 BMW 320 Class 2 specification. So look, yeah, this is actually a touring car. They're competing in the Asian Touring Car Zone Challenge in 1996. Wow, very cool. Thank you very much. Kapung Kap. Thank you, Kapung Kap. Also, check this out, probably my favorite car here. So this is an E36 M3 that competed in the Thailand Grand Touring Car Championship from 1999 to 2001. Okay, I'm in like shock because when I was here last night, a lot of these cars were like covered up with plastic to protect them from the weather. So I missed a lot last night that I'm just seeing for the first time today. After seeing this row of these cars from Three Crowns Racing, I noticed they had one more next to this. And oh my God, look at this thing. This is an insane wide body E46 GT race car. This competed in the Supercar Thailand series from 2003 to 2012. And this is a legit like E46 M3 race car. How good would this be to drive? Oh my God. Like, I haven't seen a car today that I desire to get behind the wheel more than this thing. I'm in love. I'm in love with this car. This is something that you definitely will not see as far as a race vehicle anywhere else in the world. And that's a Toyota Hilux Champ race car or race truck. I know you guys know about this truck because it's gone super viral in the US. Everyone complaining that you can't get this $14,000 truck from Toyota in the US. It's only sold in Asia. And well, Toyota of Thailand has turned one into a full-blown race truck. I'm actually super surprised to see this endless themed R33 GTR race car here, because I used to see this car at events here in Thailand for years, like from 2016 to probably like pre-pandemic time. This car attended a lot of events, but it like disappeared. But it's super cool because essentially what it is an R33 GTR race car that used to compete in race series here in Thailand. Like, it's a legit race car that someone has restored and made more street focused, but it's definitely still a race car. So this is definitely a Ferrari race car that I've never seen before. The new 296 turned into a GT3 race car. You have another Ferrari race car here, a 488 GTB race car. Both of these are sponsored by Singha. But what's crazy, if you look behind me, there's a couple other Singha sponsored vehicles here as well. Both of them are race boats. Unfortunately, there's no Thai longtail race boats here at this event, which is disappointing. It's supposed to be an event that celebrates everything Thai motorsports culture. But regardless, these things are super cool. I've seen these race before down in Bang Saray, which is a tiny little like seaside town about 30 minutes south of Pattaya. I actually don't like that town because a beach vendor tried to attack me with a hammer because I parked my car on the beach there. So I don't really recommend you going to Bang Saray. But regardless, once a year, they have an event in that area of Thailand where they race these boats. It's actually really cool. Just don't drive your own car there, because if you park it in a public parking space on the beach, you might get attacked by a beach vendor with a hammer. That happened to me in Cream Pie. He almost hit my car with a hammer because I was parked in a public parking space on the beach. Yeah. Random story, I know, whatever, moving on. It really shocks me how many super clean, fully restored Alphas are here in Thailand. This one's really nice, I like the color. Next to it is a very famous Lamborghini. This is known as the Honda Genie. Yes, it's known as the Honda Genie. And you'll notice the entire car, all of the whole car is carbon. This is a full-blown Huracan race car. But look at what it says on the wing. Yes, powered by Honda. Honda Power K20C Turbo. 650 wheel horsepower, 750 wheel torque. Yes, this Lamborghini Huracan race car has a Honda swap. Again, that's why it's called the Honda Genie. The same people that built that also built this. It's called the HTO. You've heard of the STO. This is the HTO. It's an even more crazy custom spec when it comes to the aero and body kit on a Huracan. That's also twin turbo, 1,000 wheel horsepower. And then look at this. My personal favorite Lamborghini, the Diablo. What's your favorite Lamborghini? Let me know in the comments below. A lot of people say Countach, a lot of people say Aventador. My personal favorite is definitely the Diablo. But also, speaking of Aventadors, this Aventador is pretty wild. It's actually owned by a buddy of mine named Goody. He owns a shop here in Bangkok called Full Function. And this is his personal car that he just finished. Insane SVJ. Next to that, we have the Maserati MC20. Not really my personal favorite supercars. I'm not really that much of a supercar guy in general. Also, I don't know what this is. Alpina? I'm not sure. This is more my taste. And this NSX is a very rare and very collectible and very expensive example of the NSX. And the reason is because of the color. It's a very, very rare color. It still has the pop-up headlights. It's a 6-speed manual, and it's extremely low mileage. Like, this car only has a couple thousand miles on it, a couple thousand kilometers. And then next to that, we have what is arguably the only other German V8 in the world that could possibly even sound just even close as good as my Cream Pie E30 and its S65 power plant. And that is the AMG, I forgot what these are called. But I do know it has the 6.3 in it. That's actually a 6.2, and it sounds epic, like really, really good. Ferrari 512. So basically what this is the Testarosa's little brother. So this came right after the Testarossa, but next to it is hands down, probably, this is a bold statement, but if you're gonna tell me that I can take one car from Impact Speedfest, like, Chad, you can take one car home, pick one car on the entire property to take home. What is it going to be? It's going to be this purple 30th anniversary Lamborghini Diablo, my personal favorite car here. Now, I'm not saying it's the car I want to drive the most. I think the E46 M3 race car over at the Three Crowns booth, I think that's the car that I want to drive the most. But if I could take one car home, it's definitely going to be this purple Diablo. Look at this, look what's rolling in here. Classic old school Mustang. GT 500 KR, are you kidding me? Wow. That is something you definitely do not see every day in Thailand. Dang. The R33 drift car, as you can tell, the drift competition, well, not drift competition, they're basically doing a show from the guys from D1 Thailand. So these are some of the best drift race car drivers and drift cars in Thailand. Pretty much every car that you see here at this event is built motor, 1,000+ horsepower, sequential transmission, carbon body, like full-blown competition level drift cars. And well, today, they're putting on a show for the crowd. So while most of the cars here are built motor as you can hear, this is the only one that is a V8. It's a twin turbo Toyota 3UZ with a built engine that makes 1,200 wheel horsepower and has a sequential transmission. This is my buddy from Singha Drift, and he's a very talented driver, and it's a very, very sick drift car. Full carbon body S15. The thing is nuts. My buddy Pay, and I was asking him if I could ride in one of the cars. They said, no, this is qualifying. I didn't qualify. I didn't realize that there was an actual drift event happening this weekend. So I thought it was just like a display of the best drifters and drift cars in Thailand. No, there's an actual competition happening here, which is pretty cool. I think a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars are competing this weekend. This S15, I've never seen this car before that I know of, but this guy is killing it. And three of the most interesting vehicles here at Impact Speedfest are actually buried in the back corner of the parking lot. This trio comes from Kit Racing, and it includes this beautiful Isuzu D-Max. This is very traditional Thai style with the shaved engine bay and the nitrous bottles in the bed of the truck. This thing is just, these are so cool. I love these trucks. Next to that, you have Kit's infamous Lamborghini Aventador SVJ replica. Yes, this is a replica. It's built on a Toyota Crown chassis and uses a mid-mounted Galant VR4 engine with a big turbo. Like, this is the most accurate, most crazy Lamborghini Aventador replica in the world. I've actually ridden in this car, and it's such a weird, unique experience. Speaking of weird and unique, sitting next to that is Kit's toothless Isuzu D-Max. When this thing rolls into any meet, everybody stops and stares. This is the weirdest, most unique, crazy D-Max that I've ever personally seen in Thailand. Brabus G-Wagon, like the G800, 800 horsepower G-Wagon. This is owned by a famous businessman and automotive enthusiast here named Beer. And he also has this crazy collection of top secret gold cars. And this is nuts. What's up, Beer?
Yeah, what's up?
Good to see you, brother. Yeah, good to see you. What's up? Good morning. Our other special guest. So besides the Supra, there's the R34 GTR, R35 GTR, S15 Sylvia, and then in the back, 350Z. Thank you very much. Oh, nice. Thank you, bro. The Z33, 350Z. What a lineup of cars.
เจ๊บอกเช็ดอีกแล้วเหรอเจ๊สวัสดีครับเดี๋ยวตัดไปเลยครับพี่เอกตัดเลยต่อเลยครับเย็นๆสายอีกพี่ก็สายอีกอ๋อตรงเฮ้ยสายเอกทางสายนั่นก่อน
As you can probably tell, the top secret crew of cars is definitely a crowd favorite. And like I said, Beer, the guy that's driving the top secret Mark IV Supra, is like one of the most famous car guys in Thailand. He's extremely famous. And what I appreciate about him is he's such a nice guy, and he has such great taste in cars. Unlike a lot of rich guys in the world that just buy Bugattis and like rare, you know, collectible limited edition Ferraris. This guy buys like cool 90s JDM cars with his money. By the way, we have Mr. Larry Chen in the house. Larry is another one of our special guests today. And I took Larry on a long-tail riverboat ride yesterday.
It was eye-opening. It changed my life. It really did. It was so cool. Thank you so much for the experience. And it seems like my audience liked it too.
You guys already follow him on IG, but the IG reel just blew the hell up.
It blew up. Big time.
As expected. Wait till you see the YouTube video.
Yeah,
it's going to be even better. We actually went way deeper into like how they build those boats in your video than I've ever in my video.
My audience, they're a little more nerdy in that they want to know these little things.
Yeah.
But obviously, your video, super entertaining.
Yeah.
And got the world's eyes on this culture.
Anyway, Larry, have fun in Thailand, brother. Appreciate it. When this FD RX-7 race car rolled in last night, the level of raps that was coming out of this car was just unbelievable. The sound that comes out of this car, obnoxiously loud. Like I thought my car was loud. This thing is insane. And basically what this is an race car. It competed in Thailand Super Series. Someone bought it and attempted to make it more of a street car, but it's definitely, especially the sound that comes out of it, it's still very, very race car. It's actually here at the Avery booth. And shout out to these guys. The owner came up to me last night and was like, hey, do you have window tint on your E30? I said, I do, but it's currently damaged. And so they offered to replace my window tint for me. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna make our way through the vendor section because there's definitely some cool cars in the vendor section. We'll just walk around, see what we find. So this is my buddies at AutoWorks based in Bangkok. These guys are super cool. When I used to live in Bangkok, I just lived like a 5-minute walk from their shop. And often they would help me out on things that I needed for my E30, even though they specialize in more modern, nice, exotic cars. Like this BMW M3, unbelievable. I love the color. This car here in Thailand is like 300,000 US dollars for that M3. This is the GR booth, and they have 2 Mark V Supras here. So this is a Mark V Supra like track car. Well, I mean, really it's a race car, but it's based off a normal Mark V. And if you want to get really wild, this is a Mark V Supra, like full custom tube chassis race car. So this car and this car both compete in the Thailand Super Series, which the Thailand Super Series is like the biggest, most popular circuit track series in Thailand. If you are in Thailand during this time, I know a lot of you aren't because it's rainy season, but if you are, the Bang San Street Circuit, the first week of July, I had to make sure I get my month right. The first week of July is a must-attend event. It's a Be Quick booth. So how do I explain Be Quick? Be Quick is a massive, massive chain of automotive service shops in Thailand. They do simple stuff, batteries, brakes, you know, they're kind of like fluid changes, maybe like a Jiffy Lube or something like that. And they have an entire race team as well. And they race in multiple different classes. Everything from front wheel drive Hondas to Audi R8 GT3 race cars. Dude, check out the Greddy booth. Okay, the GR86 is cool, but forget about the GR86. Look at this Suzuki Jimny. This is the perfect daily driver for Bangkok. You can deal with the floods, you can deal with the potholes, and you have a turbocharged engine on a little Suzuki Jimny. This thing is awesome. I think they are deep into the competition when it comes to the drifting. So let's head back over there and see what's going on. Guys, we got here right on time. My buddy Pei and the crazy S15, this thing is full carbon body, 1,000+ horsepower 2J with a sequential. He's actually in the finals. This is the finals. He's going up against the team, the Overdrive crew. So this is the S13 or the 180 SX that Pei is going up against. It's a 180 SX with an S15 front end. And once again, built motor, big turbo, 2JZ, sequential, full like race spec drift car. Like these days, the drift scene here in Thailand is insane, like next level. I mean, these are like FD quality drift cars these days. Oh man, and there is contact. Pei and the S15 Sylvia bumps the 180 SX, giving the victory to Team Overdrive. Love the OZ Futures, of course, one of my favorite wheels. I am biased. but that is a really, really nice 190E. Has a rear half cage, super clean car. Wow. There's a lot of really nice cars that showed up now that's a little bit later, including another Pandem wide body E30. Oh man, I absolutely love that Mercedes wagon. That is so clean and so cool. Some old school Mercedes. This is way, way before my generation. And this is way, way, way before my generation. I don't even know what this is. This is an old Bentley. I don't know what that engine is. And this is another old Bentley. I have no idea what this is, but I'm assuming it's very, very expensive. But I do know what this is. I didn't expect to see this here. A BMW Z8. Wow. Look at this BMW 2002. That thing is extremely nice. Yeah, that's like $1 million US right there. So this is Collins, and essentially what it is an auction house. And yeah, they have some pretty cool stuff. I absolutely love this Ferrari. So they're auctioning off this Ferrari 348. This thing is incredibly clean. The same shop that supports Cream Pie, Forza GT, also supports this car. And I actually saw this car many years ago randomly at a restaurant in Bang Sand Beach when I still lived in Bang Sand. And it is so clean. Fresh red Ferrari paint, Speedline wheels in white, and I love the red racing seats. I'm normally really not an exotic guy, but this is cool. Look at this Scirocco. I love these things. I love the color. I love the wheels, the big brake kit. Man, these things are cool. What a sick Scirocco. They are set up over here camping with, oh, that's a VW truck. How cool is that? What's up, guys? Hello. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, matte black 190E Evo. That thing is sick. So many people here are now building these 190E Evo conversions. It's such a cool car for the money. So if you don't know, this is the go-karting track at Impact Speed Park. You can come here and race go-karts. And yeah, it looks like people are doing just like parade laps. Oh, sick. Oh, there's that FD. Crazy raps. Look at the crowd. Sitting over there, I did not know. Can I?
Why not here?
Okay, I 100% had to take the chance to go out on the parade lap in Cream Pie. Oh my God, this is gonna be so epic. I have a couple friends that are gonna be filming for me. Hopefully we can get some decent exterior shots, but if not, I really don't care. I'm just doing this for the hell of it, not for the content. Let's go, baby. Cream Pie on the parade lap here at Impact Speed Fest. Yes.